So, Sir will take the session today. Sir is a NDA pass out and was also associated with Indian Military College. So he'll be guiding you throughout the course. He'll be visiting us regularly for the sessions.
Yeah.
So over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, no problem.
So you can just.
What is that?
This is the mic.
Are the mic? Do you require mic?
No, not for the on
For recording.
Yeah.
Okay. Just put it here, no?
It's like a clip.
Yeah.
It's like a clip, sir.
Hmm. Yes, oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, very good morning to you. Huh? So I thought a lot of gatherings will be there, but anyway, I think you're what, 4 plus 3, 7 only. So I'm Colonel JP Saikia. JP stands for Jyoti Prasad Saikia. And more so of mine, what will explain, I'll tell you later. I just wanted short brief from this one, which all places you come from, okay, and what you've come for. Basically, maybe you want to appear for NDA exam or CDS exam or whatever. So just only 1 or 2 lines, introduction. Okay, shall I start from left side? Yeah, sit down. You can sit down and relax and feel quite relaxed. Okay.
My name is Pratisha Gogoi and I'm from Digboy.
Digboy. Okay.
I'm to be NDA exam.
Oh, very nice. So Digboy, father is working in that oil.
No,
So where is he working?
he's a contractor.
He's a contractor. So you're born and brought up at Digboy only. Very nice. And you?
Good morning, sir. I'm Pratisha. I'm preparing for NDA.
Ja. Okay.
I'm from Guwahati.
Guwahati only.
Born and brought up in Guwahati, but I belong from Bihar.
I know. Ja is basically from here. But so you're what? Settle down, your father is settled down here?
He's a businessman.
Businessman. Right. Okay. And you? You have to speak loudly. First thing you got to be, you're joining NDA, so your voice has to be good.
My name is Manjuka. I'm from
Tripura. Simon Joka. Monjuka. Monjuka. Okay, sorry. And you're from Tripura, and you come for which exam? NDA exam. Okay. And these are your qualification is what?
I'm 12 pass. I'm 12 pass.
12 pass. And what is 12 pass? Science, arts?
Science.
Science. What about science? And what about you? 10th pass. So too early? No, aren't you? Okay, but anyway, that's okay, I think. So you are also having your normal regular classes out here? No, NDA exam is only after class 12, no? Am I correct? Or it is earlier than that? So are you taking a regular class also in regular academy or something? No. Okay, no problem. You? Hemanta Goel. Goeri. Hemanta Goeri from Udalguri. Okay, and what are your qualifications now? 12 exam. So you'll be appearing for the exam. So now this is already March. So you are appearing for the next year. So now you are appearing. Already you are appearing. So exam is over. Class 12 exam is over. Okay, that's great. What about you? You're from Tezpur. And your qualifications? You pass class 12? Class 12. Okay. And you are paying for NDA? Same? NDA exam. And what about you?
My name is
From Tezpur. So Tezpur, to both of you are from Tezpur. That's nice. Okay. You plan to come together or just as I kuch nahi? And what about you?
Morning, sir. I'm Nilanjan Kamte from Manipur, and I'm on my final year of BA.
Oh, you're already on final year, BA? Okay. So have you appeared for NDA exams earlier? No.
No,
No. So I think you must have gone past that age also, I think. No? Now you're paying for CDS exam.
CAPF.
CAPF. That's okay. CDS oblique CAPF overall, we understand. So, तो मणिपुर कहाँ पे? You are in Imphal? More. Okay. I know that border area, no? Myanmar and this one border. We have heard lots about More, but never been there. So anyway, once again, very very welcome to you. Okay, to Guwahati. And as I said, I told you my name only. So I'll just give you a background so that you can correlate, right? And it's like a story. There's nothing, there's no secrets that I'm going to, what called leak in front of you so that you can take it and, pass the exams. Because there's nothing called any secrets in any examination. It is only hard working. Okay, and hard working only the brave people, they work hard, and finally the luck also favors the brave people only. So I'll just tell you my past. That is, I was born in, Nagaon. There's a place called Nagaon in Assam. Then thereafter, it is a remote village in Nagaon. Then my father, he was commerce, postgraduate in commerce. Then we shifted to Dibrugarh, right? So in Dibrugarh, where the university is there as of today, those who know it. So we just, went there. That time I was in class, in Assamese we got ko, kho, go, something similar to class 1, 2, 3, something like that. It's not similar, but it's okay. So we shifted there, and then I had my education in Guwahati, in Dibrugarh, for about 3 to 4 years. Then thereafter, at class 5, I appeared for the exam, Sainik School exam. Come, please. I appeared for Sainik School exam, and I joined Sainik School Gwalpara. Okay, Sainik School Gwalpara is just about 200 kilometers from here, and so I was there till class 11. During my time, it was that going to NDA was from class 11 onwards. So I was in class 11. Then we it was shifted to National Defense Academy in 1982. And from National Defense Academy, passed out from there into a joint IMA, that is in 1984. And finally, I got commissioned in 1985. Okay, so when I joined NDA, when I passed out from NDA, so it was already, I was 19 and a half, 1 year extra in IMA. So by 20 and a half, I was already commissioned. Okay, those days we had second lieutenant. Nowadays, second lieutenant is not there. So those days, second lieutenant used to be there. So we joined as second lieutenant at 19 and a half. Right? 20 and a half. And since then, we have been working. I've been working, and last year only, in the month of June, I finally got retired. Right. So it was long span of almost 38 years in army. So a lot of experience, a lot of lot of fun also. Experience is only one thing, but we had a lot of fun in army. Okay. And from Guwahati, we shifted out. My father expired. My mother is with me. So we shifted to Guwahati. Now we stay in a place called Bhangagar. Okay, just nearby only. And I've got one son and one daughter. So my son, he also joined, Indian Military Academy. Now he is a major. He's got about 11 years of service, and he's in Jalandhar. He's married, and of course no kids as of now, but he's about 2 years old. His marriage. Then I have a daughter who is younger to my son by about 4 years, and she did MBA from Pune. That Sims Pune, you must have heard. And from then she joined Infosys. So she joined Infosys. Then she got placed in Hyderabad only, and recently she got married. I mean, in the month of October last year, and she's staying there. Whereas her husband is a merchant navy officer, so he keeps sailing around. As of now, of course, he is at home, but otherwise they are from Chandigarh. So their life is quite tough. 6 months they have to move out, and 6 months only at this one. And my wife, she's here. She's got a boutique out here, and also she's into that a lot of social organizations. Basically empowering women, ladies, and all those type. So this is my all background, right? Now, when I say about me and what makes me different from others, right? From any other one, any other in the in the society is that what I have got may not, most of them may not be having it. That is called discipline, right? Now, what is discipline? Discipline has got a lot of connotations, lot of meaning. Okay, and for you, discipline maybe maybe left and right drill karo. Somebody discipline means maybe keep his room clean. Somebody might think discipline means what, just obey the things. So everyone's got a different meaning of discipline. So to be very precise, firstly, I just want to know ki, what do you understand by discipline? Okay. Then of course I'll tell my version of discipline. And discipline is the only thing which makes me separate from others. Got the point? Okay. And what is the meaning of discipline? Of course I'll come later. So I just want to know, okay, what do you understand by discipline? Anyone, you can tell me. Just sit down and relax. You relax. There's no this thing, nothing to worry about. Whatever you feel. What do you understand by discipline? Like somebody asks you, okay, discipline money kya hai?
So we have to do all the things properly in a way. We have certain rules for things, so we have to follow all the rules.
All the rules. Okay. Following rules is your meaning is discipline, right? And what about you?
Do things timely.
Timely. Okay. So that is punctuality, I think.
Yeah.
Punctuality. So punctuality may not be equated with discipline, but anyway. So you're closer. And what about you? Working properly. Okay. You have to be loud, huh? Otherwise, I'll not hear. I'm quite old man. And what about you? What do you understand by discipline? Respect older people. Okay, that is discipline for you. What about you? Discipline? Did I ask you? You're from which place? You say? Did I ask you where you're from? No. Arunachal कहाँ का है? Longding. Longding. And your name? Okay. Okay. So what do you understand by discipline? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So okay. So I have understood. What about you? This what do you understand by discipline? Way of living. Okay. Mentality. Okay. Mentality means the way you think. Okay. You?
To respect everyone
Mhm.
and to keep all the things as satisfaction.
Mhm. Okay, that's good. And what about you?
Sir, to do something which you don't feel like, but you have to do anyway, even if you are not motivated.
Not motivated, but you have to do it. Okay, so this is what you have got. All have got a different meaning to discipline, and how we in army look at discipline is different one. What we do, like when a recruit comes to let us say NDA or IMA, or a Jawan joins his academies and all, so he is constantly being grilled. He goes for drill, so drill करना है उसको. Then he goes for PT, he is PT करना है. सुबह एकदम 5 बजे उठना है उसको. Then he is told to go and wash your face and all those. Then have breakfast at time. Then again come out. Again you go for some running. Okay, so everything there's a regime for these recruits and the army officers. So over the time they what called train you in such a way that even if you're kept in a very dark room or something where you don't come to know what is the time or this one, but automatically you'll follow a routine. Okay, and over the time when you keep repeating the routine and all, over the time what happens is that without the with in absence of any orders, because when he is recruited being trained, he's been always told ki, get up utho, time pe jao, bhago, doro. But there'll be at times without anyone monitoring you, without any orders from top or without orders from the environment, anyone, you do things which are right and which you are taught to. Got the point? There's so many situations you'll find in your life, like wherever you go. Okay, now you're just going out and you are eating some chana or something like that, right? And most of you will have just throw it on the roadside. But you've been trained in such a way that you'll not do that. You'll always pick up that particular what called lifafa or whatever is there, and then you look for some dustbin and you'll put it there. So discipline is what? Discipline is in absence of any orders, you do the right thing, the way you have been told, way you have been taught, right? So in war, what happens in any war or any jungle operations anywhere, you'll never have ideas. Nobody will tell you कि ये करो वो करो, तुम गोली मारो, नहीं अभी 2 कदम जाओ, जाके उसके बाद फिर से गोली मारो, एक कोई आपको नहीं बताएगा. Will somebody tell you in a war, because terrorists are there, let's say enemy is there, terrorists there, I mean whoever can be there. There is no one anymore. So you are of your own. You are of your own. And how will you get the things in you? Is just because of discipline. Because the way you have been told, the way your mentality has been made. Okay, if I what called the drills that I've been told, I have to just stalk myself, then I have to lie down, then I have to fire. So ill fire. So these things have been already taught. Again, over the time they've been taught, slowly in NDA, in IMA, in recruits, they've been told. And when they are left in the ground, left in the battle, okay, this battle is not that always there'll be some captain or majors and he'll keep giving orders. No, it may not be there. It may not be there. Nobody can be there. So that is the time, what happens, you do things the way it is good or way it has been taught to you. So similarly, when you convert the whole thing into our civil life in this one, is that you are doing something, and okay, this is good, and you will not do something to harm the society. You will not do harm, do something which will harm the the common people or the what call the marginalized people in all those. So you have been taught, the routine sets you in such a way that you get into a something like automatic mode, and you keep doing the way things are there. Okay, so that's how it has been done. Like in NDA and all, we should keep thing every day, but drill, left, right, thumb, khali, ekdam, pura ekdam pasina nikalte rehte hain. So every day the same thing, 1 hour, 2 hours, and sometimes you get bored. What is this? Why should you do so much of drill? Why, I mean, how will you what call in life? कहाँ आप drill करोगे? कहाँ बड़ी parade करते रहोगे? है कि नहीं? ऐसा तो नहीं कि रास्ते में जाके मैं parade कर रहा हूँ. होगा क्या? Then they'll keep making you run every day, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers. That time you get already, what is this? Every day, everybody 5 kilometers. But they're taught you have to do things in the right way, in the right time, and at the same time your physical endurance also has to be increased. You see, people we have got both the endurance. One is physical, the other is mental. Mental is the supreme. Mental faculty is the supreme. But to help this mental spectrum or mental stability or the endurance, so you need to develop your physical things also. So that's why you've been told every day, running, PT karake. So finally, they give you a complete soldier to the Indian Army, and he can go anywhere and he can fight because he knows what is to be done. In the absence of orders, he can do. So discipline is what does it mean? Now it has got 3 components. Time, it has to be timely. Okay, if you are told to be in a particular place, you got to be in time. That's only one example. They need to be rightly dressed. You're supposed to be dressing for that particular occasion. Means when you say dress, it doesn't mean they only dress. If you're going to fire on a on a target, you got to have a gun with you. Or similarly, if you're going to go for an exam, you have to sit in the exam. You got to have a pen with you. अच्छा pen होना चाहिए. अगर ये pen खराब हो गया तो दूसरा pen भी आपके पास होना चाहिए. Okay, and if there's some drawing, then you got to have a geometry box also. So the dress, that means basically meaning that everything what you need in that time, that should be with you. Okay, और क्या हो गया? एक हो गया आपका ड्रेस हो गया, टाइम हो गया, और क्या होना चाहिए? What else? Finally, or one more thing is required. सही वक्त पे सही ड्रेस पे, और क्या हो गया? और एक होना चाहिए. And that is last is a motivation. Okay, motivation is something when there's an eagerness to do a thing. There's eagerness to do a thing. When you are placed somewhere, like you say, even if you don't like it, you do it. That is not correct. If you don't like it, then you can always say, I don't like it. Please convince me why I should like it. But otherwise, what happens, there has to be motivation everywhere. Okay, when you are there in a particular place, when you're going for an exam, तो एग्जाम में पहले क्या होना चाहिए आपको, तो वो तो मोटिवेशन होना चाहिए कि मुझे एग्जाम देना है और मुझे पास होना है. If you don't have that, what will happen? If the inner thing is not with you, inner that feelings are not with you, then you will not be able to pay for the exam. Okay, or you'll be half-hearted, and half-hearted will never what called fetch you anywhere, right? So discipline is what I say, that makes me separate from others. Okay, the what call means I'll not do something which is going to hurt the society anyway. Okay, or society, or maybe someone, some neighbor or any people there, so will not hurt. So that's how discipline teach you. And without any absence, your parents ho ya na ho, you'll always get up in the morning, you'll always go for 2-3 hours of studies, or go for a jog, go for comeback, you'll take a bath, comb your hairs beautifully. So you'll do everything automatically. Nobody has to, mother doesn't have to keep telling you, aap se ye karo, ye karo. Discipline comes automatically. And initially what happens, you have to practice it for a few days, then of course it becomes your habit. So discipline becomes a habit. Okay, right time pe pahunchna, right jagah pe jana. Okay. So motivation, one is, last word was the motivation. So motivation is very, very, very important, right? So discipline has got 3 elements, that is dress, time, and last is inspiration, motivation or inspiration, whatever you call, or eagerness to learn, or eagerness to do, or eagerness to go for it. So that has to be there. When you don't like something, that time you shouldn't really try, because the results will be half-hearted. Okay, now coming back to you, the very fact that you have taken up this particular course, okay, and having a dream of your own, ki yes, I'll appear for the NDA exam and I'll qualify in NDA exam, that separates you from the rest of the masses, rest of the girls or rest of the boys. Because most of them what, कि I'll give my exam, अभी क्लास 10 का एग्जाम दे दूंगा, तो अच्छा मार्क आएगा तो मैं साइंस ले लूंगा, खराब मार्क्स आएगा तो मैं आर्ट्स में चला जाऊंगा, और थोड़ा बीच में रहेगा तो मैं कॉमर्स में चला जाऊंगा. तो उसके बाद अगेन ही गोज इनटू ग्रेजुएशन, अगेन ही ग्रेजुएशन ही थिंक्स कभी ना मेरा को अच्छा मार्क मिलेगा, देन आई विल अप्लाई फॉर पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन. if पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन नहीं होगा तो देन आई विल गो फॉर अप्लाई फॉर सम जॉब और समथिंग लाइक दैट, और बाकी जो कर रहा है मैं उसको करूंगा. So they are all rudderless. So they don't have any particular aim. But whereas we have already, what called made it aim for yourself, ki yes, I'm going for the exam. I'm going for NDA exam, or I'm going for the CDS exam. So that makes you, separate from others. Okay, you already have that thing in you. The inspiration thing is already with you. The motivation is already with you. And now only thing is that you have to work hard. Okay, you have to work hard. That is intelligently work hard, and pass the exams. Now things have become very, very, very competitive nowadays. In our days, since I was in Sainik school, so I was, right from beginning we were taught to be, joining army. So we gave the exam. Not too many people. I mean, people are there. That time also काफी होते थे बच्चे. But then it was not so much competitive. But now it has become very, very competitive. So when competition is there, you have to walk, extra mile. You have to walk extra mile to, get it. And in our time, it was basically, all subjective type questions mostly. Okay, subjective you understand. Subject means like आपको lengthy जो answers होते हैं ना उस type का होगा. But nowadays you've got all objective. Now in objective it is also fine. You just whatever you feels like you just tick it. But in NDA the negative mark comes. So you can't just tick it, the way you feel like. Okay, otherwise what happens? The theory probability, you just keep ticking 50 paper, 50% will be correct, right? Or you can say 4 MCQs, four things are there. At least you'll get 25 marks correct. So, but that is not the thing. So in your time, it has become very, very objective and very, very what called demanding. You got to know why only 9 planets are there. You got to know why 9 planets are there. Which are 9 planets? What are the names? And why 9 planets? Why not the 10th planet? Why? What is the problem? Okay, I'm just giving an example. It is not the same this one. So you got to know the whole thing. Okay, in Hindi you must have heard na Chakravyuh. Hindi you must have Chakravyuh. So Abhimanyu he knew how to enter, but he didn't know how to come out. Right. But in your case, now you should know you should get into a particular problem, means you know the subject, know what it is, what you are reading about, and then thoroughly you should be able to, come out also. Means like पूरा knowledge आपके पास पूरा होना चाहिए बाहर निकालने के लिए भी. Okay. So there's a way you have to go through it. Right. Now, this is one of the very, very competitive exam, NDA and CDS exams. And in a very tender age, these exams are very tender age, after class 12. I think, I just told you. Okay, so that was my son asking something. Right. What I was on it. So you already got the motivation, and now since most of, I mean, 4 girls are there and 4 boys, so girls आपके लिए तो बहुत ही अच्छा हो गया अभी. Okay, now you go, we can get through Sainik school, you can get through NDA, and whatever boys can do and girls can also do. I mean, there's nothing like, which was earlier, it was not a, what called womanly job, means like it demands a lot of physical, endurance and things like that. But it's not required. I mean, sorry, but it is required, but you are also capable of doing it. You are also capable of doing it. You are also capable of going through the same endurance that the boy goes through, right? So that for you, the girls, you got more motivations now. Okay, right? And till now, since you have already applied for this course, so already you what call you have made up your mind. Ki, yes, I'm going for this particular exam, right? Now, thing is that when during your preparations, from now onwards till finally the exams comes, and the mind keeps what called boggling you. कि यार मेरे से नहीं होगा. It is too tough. There will be always negative vibes always coming to you throughout. There won't be a single moment that will not come to you. Okay. So only thing is that now you have to get away this single negative thinking, and then here you have to just think of positive things. Yes, so and so is clear, so I'll also get through. I'm preparing the way I've been told in the courses, in the curriculum. I have covered all my syllabus. I'm working hard. I know everything. So why should I why shouldn't I be able to clear it? Okay, so the negative things, whatever comes to your mind, all the time it will keep coming. Okay, we have also gone through the same stage like yours, and so you have to keep these negative things away, because negative things, what happens, it will make you lazy. आज नहीं पढ़ूंगा, कल भी नहीं पढ़ूंगा, पढ़ने का दिल नहीं करेगा ना, उस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम होगा. That you don't what call, forget that negative vibes, and always think of positive vibes. Yes, I must means I'll also clear. So and so is cleared. So many people have cleared, so I also must clear. Not think of negative people, like कि उसने तो इतना पढ़ के भी fail हो गया, so I can't what will clear. So negative thinking नहीं होना चाहिए. The way you see a beggar, do you think I also become a beggar like you? Do you think that way? No, no. You always think but you see in a beautiful car and somebody is going in zoom karke, so you always think, yes, I want to be like that, right? So it is something like that. Always think of positive things, always think of better things, not of negative ones, right? And nowadays, the whatever syllabus or they'll cover from here, from the course, that's fine. Otherwise, everything is available on the internet. Okay, there's so many things are there. But as I said, when what call, you try for multiple choice question or something, MCQs, objective type questions, again, your knowledge should be full. Don't just keep ticking, कि मैंने रत्ता मार लिया कि 4 में से एक ये होगा, ये आंसर होगा, ये आंसर होगा. वो वाला नहीं करना. You have to go through the whole thing. Understood? Okay. Now, as I said, I joined, NDA in 1982. I am in 1983, and then finally I got 84, and finally I got commission 85. So the 33 years of my life, 38 years in fact, 38 years. my life has been, totally, very, 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 very satisfying, very interesting. And because, what happens, ki you are, when you are not at war, you are either training or you're playing games. Okay, when you're not in the war, you're doing what? In peacetime, what do we do? We do training. And when we are not doing training, we are playing. So playing is one of the, what call routine for us. Morning we get up at 5 o'clock, then go for PT, then come back, then again, 7 o'clock, again we get falling, then again we do classes, then uska baad again, 1:30 we have lunch break, then again in the afternoon we get up and go for games. Okay, and in the evening again there will be some classes, and finally we sleep. So the whole thing. So when you are not training, either you are training or you are playing or you are enjoying. Enjoy means like relaxing, khana pina kha rahe ho, us type ka. Okay, so these are things. So throughout you'll have uh, busy life. It is busy life, but all the time very, very enjoying, very, very enjoying. We really enjoyed, and it is not me. When I got married, and then my wife joined me. Then my children, two children were there. So in army we really enjoyed, and our life is to be only just about, what call, in a particular station only 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, maximum 2.5 years, and again we move. And our, all these boxes hote the, and boxes we just pack in a vehicle, and we are ready to move. Okay, and similarly children also, they go from one army school, then they go to the next army school. Okay, syllabus is same generally, so the children also keep moving around. Okay, like us, they also keep moving around. So we really, really had, totally wonderful time, and as social life we had. And secondly was that a lot of adventure. We've been to Siachen, been to JNK in CIOps. Okay, CIOps, you understand, counter insurgency operations वगैरह, तो उसको बोलते हैं CIOps वगैरह. So I was in JNK mostly, not in Assam side. Assam, of course, only once I was there, but that time already that Ulfa thing has already come down. So it was not much, here. So it was really very, very, thrilling, very exciting. Okay. More of so, whenever you get time, we'll talk. But it's very, very wonderful, this one. And it give you enough respect, enough money in the career. Okay. And it gives you whatever you have not done in life. You can, कि मैं fly करूँगा, जहाज उड़ाऊँगा, then I'll do paradropping, I'll do adventure, I'll do car biking, whatever you want to think or what you can think, it is all available in army. So that should motivate you to join, National Defense Academy, and then oblique, CDS, and then you must work hard, right? Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to ask me? Any doubts? Any this one? So I just want to know. So you have appeared for class 12 exam. तो अभी
one exam is left.
हाँ.
Besides,
Then उसके बाद
खत्म हो गया उसके बाद और नहीं।
उसके बाद BA फर्स्ट ईयर तो करोगे, ग्रेजुएशन?
ग्रेजुएशन में एमबीए के बाद करूँगी, एमबीए में एक साल ड्रॉप लूँगा, एमबीए ये हो जाएगा तो फिर एमबीए करूँगी, वरना मैं इंजीनियरिंग करूँगी।
Okay. Okay. So similarly like you also?
Yes, sir. I have to buy a drop.
You will call it a drop year and then prepare for NDA examination. Okay. So not only NDA now, it is all Navy also, I think it's come up. Navy, Air Force. Huh? So I'm not very sure about their this thing. So it is there. So similarly like you, now आपका तो अभी you have to continue. And what about you said your class 12 was? Class 12. Yeah, class 12 exams. So only class 10 is only you. Only class 10. You're too young. हाँ? तो क्लास 11 12 के कहाँ से पास करेंगे आप? 11 12 कहाँ पढ़ेंगे आप? यहाँ पे कहाँ पे? एडमिशन लेना है? लिया था? कहाँ पे लिया आपने? यहाँ पे? अच्छा, okay. They've got a okay. We got a distinct system also. Regular classes. Not for 11, 12. Regular classes nahi hai. May not be knowing, I think. Okay, that's fine. So anything you want to ask? Okay. And this is what is March, April. So you'll be paying for a September exam, I think. September exam. Huh? September. And you will be paying for the April next year. Next year. Okay. And when you prepare for what call this competitive exam, it doesn't have to be only confined to NDA and all. So my NDA, IMA or say NDA or CDS, but all paramilitary forces, जितना भी है, Coast Guard, ठीक है, then BSF, CRPF, ITBP, there's so many of them, so many paramilitary forces are there. Okay, and in fact for Assam Rifles also, for girls, right? Assam Rifles we got now, so they have also got a separate this one. So you should be, what call, always be lookout for all these, exams वगैरह, कब होगा, कहाँ होगा. Of course, I think the institution will provide you. But otherwise also you should be always keep your eyes and ears open. Then you must appear for those exams. Right? So, and knowledge is one thing that it is never wasted. You have money, it can get wasted. You got anything else in life, building or kuch bhi ho, might get wasted. But knowledge is one thing, it will never get wasted. जितना भी आप पढ़ोगे, जितना भी होगा, so it will always help you. Next endeavor आपका जो भी होगा, it will always help you. Right? Okay. चलो, anything? Only I have spoken for 20 minutes. Will not speak to me or what? Huh?
So if there's anything you would like to know about NDA or some experience,
Experience, anything you want to know? Routine or anything you want to know? Anything? How to get motivated? Okay. Now you see, how to get motivated is it's a multi-dollar questions, right? So it is finally the motivation has to come from within, right? It has to come from within. Of course, you can get motivated by the various social media that you have, YouTubes and all. जहाँ पे आपको कुछ उस टाइप का मोटिवेशंस देंगे कि एनडी ज्वाइन करने के लिए क्या होगा, कुछ होगा तो ये हो. Then उस टाइप का मोटिवेशंस आपको काफी मिल जाएगा. Then always if you read biography, which you people, most of you people don't read nowadays. We used to read a lot of autobiographies. Those days, it was crazy for us. I was in Sainik school. We read so many autobiographies. So those autobiographies were not, too many, but very few. Like Mahatma Gandhi ke upar tha, Jawaharlal Nehru ke upar tha. Okay, then Subhash Chandra Bose ke upar tha. Then or kis ke tha. So there are few of them, But we got motivated. It doesn't have to be, they are not motivating us to join army. They are just motivating us to find that I am something, to feel that I am something. I can do something for the society. I can, really work hard and produce results. Okay, I can do well for my society. So those are the things. So that is one of the very reading autobiography is one of the best thing. But nowadays, whatever children don't read. Okay, whatever is there in mobile on that only you can go through. So now here is that yes, motivation has to come from within only. And you can see the people around, those who have joined army. You can see the people, the lifestyle they have got, the opulence they have. So those things are there. So that is the way you can get motivated, right? And finally, one thing is for sure. Once you grow up, you have to earn. Okay? Once you grow, you have to earn. You can't depend on your parents anymore all the time. You cannot. So you have to earn. So to earn, you got to be professional. You have to join something. You have to be computer engineer or something. कुछ ना कुछ होना ही पड़ेगा. So, but out of this, you have selected army, which is apart from different from all this, where there is earning is only one part, but dedication, the love for your motherland, okay, the respect for your motherland, those things are there, and which will give you enough good feelings in you. So these separate from those, because here you are always you're keeping your what called life ahead of you. In others, the life is not ahead of you. But here, when you go for war or you go for into the border areas or anywhere you go, if you go to let's say Sikkim, Nathula Pass and all those, or Sikkim Ghoste, anything might happen to me, because you'll be traveling in very so many what called river, mountainous terrain. Your vehicle might go down anytime, or you are walking. When snowfall is there, you are going on patrolling जाते हैं. So then you might get the snow mice caving. Okay, you might get under some snow. So it all the time. Life is always under threat. Your life is always under threat, but you don't think of that. You just go the way it is. I'll tell you incident. It was in Siachen, right? That was in 1989, and so immediately after my commission, that is about 3.5 to 4 years, right? So those days, Siachen was occupied. Siachen you must be knowing. Siachen, ऊपर जो लद्दाख के ऊपर है, Siachen you know ना? So it is a basically highest mountainous region and highest battlefield in the world, and it is all mountainous throughout. The glacier is there. Okay, now because of warming and all, glacier अभी धीरे धीरे कम हो रहा है. And in 1980s, the Pakistani came and occupied. Then the Indians went. We occupied on the top. So there was fighting all the time throughout. And now also it is there. Of course, now ceasefire is there, but firing was there. So anyway, I got what called inducted as in the part of high risk missions. Those who were selected, young officers who were selected, physically fit, selected, and then they were told to join high risk mission. So I'm artillery officer. Artillery means we do fire guns. You must have heard Bofors gun. So the gun and the shell. That is the gun is here. Shell will go almost 25 kilometers ahead. So there is somebody who has to be there in the top in front, who will say कि गोला यहाँ पे नहीं, यहाँ पे गिराओ, यहाँ पे नहीं, वहाँ पे गिराओ. One who will be observing there कि गोला कहाँ गिर रहा है. So like this called artillery officer, OP बोलते हैं, observation post. So we are part of that observation post, high risk mission. कि we will go with infantry. Infantry go ahead, so we go along with infantry. Now before the infantry goes, first those gola will come. So that will neutralize the enemies. Then we'll move, right? So what happened was that finally we are told to go and occupy. There is a place called Pratap, which is about 22,000 feet. 22,000 feet is too cold. Okay, and when we went, the shelling, the Pakistanis used to keep shelling us. The shell, when you say the gola hota na, gola shell में the लोहे का वो गरम लोहे का वो गिरता है वहाँ पे, right? So it is all throughout. Okay, the moment थोड़ा सा भी आप बाहर निकल के आओगे, means like we used to be all snowy mountains. We used to make igloos inside the ground only, and we used to cave in and we used to remain there. The moment you come out, there used to be fire, and similarly we used to fire on them also. Now what happens? That fear was there initially. कि पता नहीं कौन सा शेल आएगा. शेल मीन्स लाइक लोहे का एकदम गरम शेल होता है, और आपको ऊपर आएगा तो इट pierce through your body and all. Okay, so initially that fear was there. ठीक है, हम चुप के रात को निकलते थे. देन मॉर्निंग में एकदम अगर कहीं पे जाना है तो एकदम पूरा देख के करते थे. But बाद में क्या हो गया? Because every day they used to keep firing, and in front of us only we always keep seeing one or two boys getting what called killed, or not killed, but getting shelters, splinters coming inside his body. So the fear was gone. The fear was gone. Like we become after some time we become so daredevil type. We've been firing and we should just move around. So the fear was over. So initial fear जो बोलते हैं ना, that becomes over. It is something like what all these terrorists जितना भी है सब वो करते हैं. So they are radicalized. They are thought in such a way. They don't fear anything. Okay. So once you join what call them, firstly the motivation has to be there. Then secondly, once you join that fear of unknown which is there, that won't be there anymore. Okay, you'll get used to it. Okay, anything else? You want to, like motivation, when you say motivation, that reminds me, it was 1971. I'm 1965 born. So 1971 was 6 years, So 6 years at that time, this India, Bangladesh. Okay, means West Pakistan and East Pakistan. East Pakistan nowadays is called Bangladesh, right? So there's a war between Pakistan and India, and I used to be in Dibrugarh. We used to be next to that main road, university main highway. So the troops movement was today. Lot of troops, they keep moving in track दिन को रात को. Then उसका बाद क्या होगा? Then रात को 11 around in the evening around 5 o'clock there will be साइन बजता था पूरा डिब्रूगढ़ एरिया में. तो एवरीवन आपका घर में सभी ने अपना खोद के रखा था. ट्रेंच खोद के रखते थे. जैसे वो होगा एकदम बोलते एकदम ब्लैक आउट पूरा लाइट साइट पूरा बंद और सब अपना फैमिली मदर फादर सब हम लोग सब उसके अंदर घुस जाते थे. So there's a blackout. आजकल तो I have not seen nowadays. So there was blackout used to be there in Dibrugarh area. So what happened was that but daytime में all these troops movement, they used to go in big zongas, big trucks. And वो हमने तो किया ना स्कूल से मीन्स स्कूल जाते थे. स्कूल से आके ना 3 बजे वी कम बैक फ्रॉम स्कूल एंड फ्रॉम देयर 3 बजे से लेकर हम वेट करते रहते कौन सा गाड़ी आएगा. आते एकदम जैन सर हम सैल्यूट करते एज अ चाइल्ड. सो वी गॉट मोटिवेटेड जस्ट बाय सीइंग दैट यूनिफॉर्म ओनली कि यस हम भी फौज में ज्वाइन करेंगे, हम भी आर्मी में बन जाएंगे. तो आवर मोटिवेशन वाज देयर ओनली. देन माय फादर वाज देयर. द फादर इज टू ही इज टू द मोमेंट दैट फौजी ना एकदम पूरा बुलेट होते थे. बुलेट्स में धक 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 करे जाते थे. तो इज डैम थ्रिल. तो ही कीप टेलिंग मी ना आई आल्सो वांट यू टू बी लाइक दैट. Without knowing he is an officer or he is a jawan or anyone, but that lure for the uniform, the lure for that vehicles and all moving, that aura that we had. So that was our motivation to join. And thereafter I studied well, Sunny School, then NDA and IMA. So that's the thing. So motivation kab aayega, kahan se aayega, that you don't know. Like people like us, when I'm talking to you, you have seen me in front. So now you know it is not a big thing. Now I can what will you study well, you'll join. Okay, you'll be able to clear. Yes. Anything? Anyone else? Well, so many things must be coming in your mind, no? No? ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता. Your mind is always on the meditation or something. Your mind is always तो घूमता रहता है मैं क्या करूँगा क्या नहीं करूँगा. हाँ? And in our times, we had books to, keep our mind calm. But nowadays, you don't have books also. WhatsApp में देखेगा और भी ज़्यादा ही आपका माइंड और भी घूमता रहता है कि नहीं?
Sir, how to prepare physically for Indian Army?
Okay, now this I am what call things I think I missed out on that point. Now you see one thing. Don't think anything about physical. For any exam nowadays, NDA and CDS exam, first is what? Your entrance exam, right? Then is what? Entrance exam के बाद क्या होगा आपका? SSB interview. SSB interview में क्या होगा? Medical. Medical के बाद क्या होगा? Final merit list. So this is for NDA, IMA, and then once you graduate, then APCAT and all ना, तो उस टाइप का same situations होगा. Now physical जो है, if you got some ailment, medical ailment, that you must take care of, and that आपका घर में अभी your mothers and parents will come to know कि अगर some physical ailment अगर है, that you must take care of. Otherwise, there is nothing to fear about physical thing. Nobody is going to ask you कि physically you are fit or not, because they'll make sure that you become fit. Okay, suppose now you thinking I can't even run for 100 yards. So I'll not be able, it is not good, it is not for me. No, it is not correct. Nobody is asking you at all. Nobody is giving any emphasis on a physical thing. Yes, in SSB, they do conduct a physical test. Like I am from Sunny School, so we used to go, 10, 12 hours together. So some of them like monkey, करके चला जाता है, but he never could clear. और हम लोग भाई 2-3 करके then थक गए, तो हमने क्लियर कर लिए. So what I'm saying, physically you must be strong. Physically, when you go morning walk, run, sun, whatever you must do well. But physical thing is not a consideration for what called getting through this one. Your mental aptitude is most important. Okay. Or if you got some medical problem or something, then you must take care of. Doctor को दिखा के उसको ठीक ठाक कराना है. अरे physically आपको सोचना नहीं है. But if you get up early in the morning, get up, sleep early, then read well, obviously physically you remain fit. Okay. Anything? Yes. Arunachal. Huh? What? Anything? Or doubts? Or doubts, bolo. You don't speak in English, you can speak in Hindi also. Any language you like. Assamese also you can speak if you want. Boliye. Anything. Huh.
Sir, about that Noclees, do they see Noclees?
ये वो YouTube देखने से पता चलेगा नॉकनीस में क्या करना चाहिए.
वो तो है, but
क्या करना चाहिए.
we should keep a pillow between our legs.
हाँ, सुबह वो पिलो लेके उसको थोड़ा वो 10 बार वो उठो बैठो ठीक हो जाएगा. वो ठीक हो जाएगा, नो प्रॉब्लम.
So there are stages of the Noclees. There are different stages of Noclees.
हाँ ठीक है, डिपेंड. किसी का ज़्यादा होगा, किसी का कम होगा ना. तो अगर सपोज यू हैव इट, जस्ट डू दैट, इट बिकम ऑल राइट. बट इफ यू डोंट ट्रीट नाउ, दैट्स व्हाट आई से, मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम अगर कुछ होगा तो आप देख लेना उसको. बिकॉज अभी वो आपको थोड़ा सा एक्सरसाइज करते रहेंगे, पीपल आर यंग, सो आपका वो ठीक हो जाएगा. नो प्रॉब्लम. लाइक किसी का फ्लैट फुट होता है, फ्लैट फुट फ्लैट फुट. सो हाँ, सो देन यू टू अगेन टेक केयर ऑफ फ्लैट फुट. बिकॉज वो मेडिकल जब होगा ना वहाँ पे, तो दैट टाइम दे विल नॉट गिव यू चांस. अगर आपका नॉकनीज है तो दे माइट व्हाट कॉल टेक यू आउट. अगर फ्लैट फुट होगा तो आपको आगे नहीं देगा. सो व्हेन यू गॉट सम प्रॉब्लम लाइक दैट, तो देन यू मस्ट टेक केयर. एंड समथिंग लाइक व्हेन यू स्वेट अ लॉट, स्वेटिंग होता ना, स्पेशली विंटर्स हो समर्स हो, स्वेटिंग होता है किसी का. सो अगर बहुत ज़्यादा पाम पूरा स्वेटिंग होते रहते हैं ना, स्पेशली यहाँ पे बॉडी में होने से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट यहाँ पे जब होगा, सो दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स अनदर मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम. ओके. So then you have to take care right from now only. So take medicines and get all right. तो इस टाइप के छोटे छोटे जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, you should get थोड़ा ध्यान देने से ठीक हो जाएगा. ओके. देन आइज का इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट आई शुड बी गुड. इफ यू हैव स्पेक ऑल्सो देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. बट स्पेक होगा तो यू कैन नॉट ज्वाइन एयरफोर्स, और नाउ डेज आई थिंक दे मस्ट बी अलाउइंग यू समथिंग. बट जहाँ पे भी है थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप इसको इम्प्रूव करना है आपको. और अगर यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, आजकल जहाँ पे भी आप जाओगे सब में मेडिकल कराएंगे, एक्सेप्ट ये जो मेडिकल इंजीनियरिंग वो अलग अलग है, बट अदर जनरली मेडिकल सबका कराएगा. ठीक है. एंड दिस आर ऑल सिंपल थिंग, नी नॉक अपने आप ठीक हो जाते हो. ओके. फ्लैट फुट, नी नॉक, स्वेटिंग, और समटाइम्स वीकिंग आंखें होता है ना, आंखें उस टाइप का. तो दोज थिंग्स, दोज प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर, उसको ठीक कराना है. কোৱা, ইমান দূৰ আহিছে, তেজপুৰৰ পৰা আহিছে. হা, ये फादर इज वर्किंग एज व्हाट?
डिफेंस.
हाँ, कहाँ पे?
सर अभी सिक्किम में.
सिक्किम में. कौन सा यूनिट?
सर
यूनिट कौन सा है?
आर्मी में.
ना, हमें यूनिट कौन सा है? कौन तो इंडो से?
सर वो मतलब इतना नहीं.
पता नहीं.
सर मतलब पापा को पूछता तो मतलब इतना नहीं बोलता.
वो नहीं बोलते. आपको? योर फादर इज वेयर? ओके. योर मदर? Okay, and what about you?
Businessman.
What is a businessman? I think business community are too many of them here. Acha, or anything else? Okay, so you can do it. हाँ? और अपना एनडी में क्या होता है ना, राइट फ्रॉम द डे है ना, दे गिव यू रगड़ देगा आपको एकदम पूरा, एक्सरसाइज करो, ये करो, ये करो, ये करो. और उसके बाद व्हेन यू आर टोटली टायर्ड एंड they'll say okay, say you are the best, you are the best. So they give you that feeling, कि the whole day you are working and they'll say yes, I am the best, I am the best. वो करा करा के, so finally they make you believe that you are the best. उस टाइप का है. So for you also, you should always believe in that, yeah, I am the best and I'll do it. and knowledge, as I said, it never go to waste. So study well. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye. I'll be associating with you. I will keep coming anytime you want to ask. The number is with them only. You can call me, you can ask me any questions, medical ho, kuch bhi ho. Okay, and like agar serious medical problem hai to then you must like to what to consult some army doctors. So army doctors, so you can speak to me, I can जो भी होगा तो उनसे बात करवा दूंगा. ठीक है. So right, thank you so much, thank you, bye bye. Bye.